Hey yo, the stream appears to be going. Well, we won't know about that until I actually check. So let's go check, shall we? I need to stop this. This is loud. There we go. Anyway, yo, did YouTube fix their live section? Oh, they actually did fix their live section. It's no longer broken. Let's go. Um, except that that's the wrong stream. Here we go. Waiting for Ox. What do you mean waiting for me? I am me. Do I need to refresh the page? What? It. What do you mean? There we go. Oh, shit. My microphone was turned up. I need to see how this. Yeah. Very cool stuff here. So let's put this back. I can't talk by hearing myself. Nut munchers, no. I'm just gonna paste this in a few places so that people know I am actually streaming now. So yeah, that's very cool. Sorry, live chat is currently unavailable. What bullshit? F. Why can I not see the live chat right now? It just won't. It won't let me. It's like, no, we don't want to. Live chat, that you don't get to see that until later at some point. What if I just type a message? Nope, still can't see it. Okay, well, we'll come back to that and see when that gets here. But we have some goals lined up for today. I don't know if anyone's actually existing right now because I can't see the goddamn chat and YouTube won't tell me what it is. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just going insane. Whatever the case, we have some stuff to do. So. We have the wheel. We have the wheel to pick. I don't even know if Eject is here right now. He's online, so maybe he is at Ejekyll. Spinning. Anyway. Yo, dude, why is the chat still unavailable? Hold on. Docs, chat. There we go. Aha. Anyway. So we have this wheel to decide. So let's spin it, shall we? What kind of wavy blue are we getting for this stream today? What kind of shit are we getting? Well, oh, that was close to Jeremy. I haven't actually thought of what I want to put there. I haven't thought of what I want to put up once we roll Jeremy. Ox Vlogs chat message. I know. That is pretty rare to see one from Ox Vlogs. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit, what'd I just do? I just moved chat in replacing that window. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. My chat is now like this instead of like this. It should be like that. Anyway. I think I just dragged it weirdly. Anyway, so we have forest green. That is an odd one. So let me grab blue, wavy blue here in the correct aspect ratio. So we've got that going. I've now got to set the fucking properties window to be abstract. So this is shit brown, which is like what it was before. But now let's go to filters and let's start fucking with these filters so that I can get it to what I need it to be. So I'm just going to remove this and replace it with a new one. So I can just get it back to default. Color correction. So we're looking for a forest green today. A forest green. That's going to be interesting. I'm not exactly sure the best approach to this one. Is that fucking with it? That looks like it's kind of fucking with it. Hold on. Yeah, that's creating some weird lines. But I can't really do it without doing with gamma. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I could try desaturating it a bit here, which kind of reduces the green color a bit. Saturation. I can't really fuck with contrast or brightness because these dim the entire thing. You know, those dim the entire image, and we don't want that. I think this is pretty good in terms of forest green. I mean, what I could do is I quickly could do a quick color add of slight green here. So that kind of tints everything a bit more green like that. And I think that gives you the nice forest green. Wavy forest green. That's what you got today. Mm-hmm. And that's our thing. So we have a few goals. I've written up 6. But I don't know if we'll get to them because they're kind of, some of these I feel like are going to be kind of complex to do, like creating the level generation. this is just starting work on it to get like a basic outline for it to make it so that it actually begins the game, you know? Stuff like seeing if I can just get the basic levels to start spawning correctly, to see if I can get the player to be placed in one, see if I can create like an end or something, I don't know. Basically just make some kind of loop with the dungeon, if I can. Then, you know, we have some other general stuff, so like making the shuriken weapon, make enemies actually able to deal some damage, display the health value, make a different type of enemy, and also redesign the crafting menu. So these ones are kind of more additional stuff we can do, but I really want to focus on the first one here. Because I think that one will be kind of the most interesting, because it's not actually something I've ever really done before. In Rupture, there was a basic, really, really basic kind of level system, right? We had that, and then, like, as from last stream, we have these bows now. Uh, yeah, what? Okay, no, it was just dying before. Cool. So we have the bows are still working, everything's still good. So we have all these weapons from before. Nothing's really changed since last stream. Um, but I think the level generation could be cool because it's actually not something I've done before, which is something I just said, you know? I love restating it, but like, yeah, the only really kind of level generation I did was in Rupture, and that wasn't really true random level generation. It was just kind of picking rooms and stitching them together, which I guess you could say is level generation, but it wasn't like the kind of room generation you get from this, the Ox Tools one. So if I go over to the scene where we have what scenes? Where the fuck is it? Scenes is down here for some reason, because I think it got merged. Anyway, so we can go to the room generation scene, and I think I've showed off what this one is. What room density are we at? 6. Got it. Um, so the distance scaler will definitely be used for the prefabs. Anyway, so I think I've displayed what this is like before. Like, it just creates these rooms. I'm just spamming the spacebar, so it creates a bunch. But, like, it creates these layouts of things. Sometimes they're more complex, sometimes they're more simple. That just has to do with the room types that we've picked. Which is to say, not very many. The distance scaler just multiplies the distance between them. That'll be useful for making big rooms. I think I want the distance scale to be 10. Or maybe 15. What did I decide on in the normal scene? If I go to the normal game scene, right, I made a thing called room size ref, which I think would be good. 20? So, like, each square of a room is 20 by 20. I think that makes sense, right? If I play the game, we'll be able to move around in this. My voice is not dying right now. This does not look cursed at all. I somehow, did I de-equip the weapon and just not re-equip one? Anyway, so there's this area. I think this is a good size for general rooms. And this is not cursed looking at all. I think this is a good size for, not like rooms, but parts of rooms. This will be the minimum size a room could ever be. But you realistically would not see something this small, that common. Anyway, that's just an idea for a size of the room. So let's say they have a size of 20 on the actual thing. But I need to remember how the actual thing stitches them together and how it works. So let's go over to the room generator. What do you mean? I didn't do anything. Don't save. Oh, wait, I may have been disabling it. Whoops. So this uses the room lol, and those are the settings. This is just the room prefabs. I think this is the same prefab, used a bunch of it again, and that's just the ender. Yeah. I've got to make it so that the starting thing, it starts at a... So it just... Because I think wherever the starting room is, I can never remember. I think it's this one right here. It sometimes can be the circle, which it shouldn't be. Let's see if I can get that again. There you go. It should never be this, because what this is doing is it's splitting off into all the directions, which it really should not. So a lot of the room gen code is something that's a bit more experimental. So the reason I put that as one of the main focuses is because I want to see if I can get it actually working. Now, if I change the distance scale up to 2, you can see that the things are actually double distance apart from each other. So they're actually separated like this. And that is actually what we want because it creates these nice gaps. Now, what is going on with these ones being like this? I don't know. I think they're improperly being distance scaled, which is fun. Which will be something we have to fix later. The one distances work. Somehow these ones are not in the middle where they should be. They're like off to the side. Hello, Edge. That's me. I'm Edgin. That's what we're doing here. That's what we always do here. But the distance scalar. So I think if I can bring over that into the fucking thing. So where is this? Where's the game? Where's the actual game thing? So we have the don't save those. I didn't do anything. I guess I changed the distance scalar. I do love edging. Is this some random person that you invited onto the stream to be like, oh hey look at this guy? I mean you said hi chaos. That or you just don't know who they are and they're just some random person who joined the stream, which is also pretty cool. What the fuck? Where? Okay, so we have the room gen. They wanted to join waivers. Ah, a fellow waiver, I see. And watch waivers. Well, we have live waivers in action right here with the forest green one today. That's what we rolled earlier, and that's what it's going to be. And watch waivers. I mean, waivers. The waivers cult is honestly for real. One of the best things we've ever done, probably. So let's go and create. Isn't this a prefab in room gen? Yeah, the room generation parent object. The room lol code needs some editing. I think room lol. Oh Jesus, this is giant. That's because I had hyper zoomed in for the goals earlier. This is some amazing code here, which deals with the room generating. This deals with the size of the rooms and all that. As top is endpoint. That's what it was. I seem to make it so that it doesn't pick from what the. It just froze and then teleported. My waiver in wavy blue. Yeah. I just need to see. Int level. If level is less than 1, then it ends it. I think that's what that's doing. But populate rooms. Where does it do this? Room density. Okay. And then the room colliders is just the array. -1. Yeah, okay. So generate these rooms. Where is it getting the available rooms? These switching the direction, but the default's -1, so it just does all rooms. What I can just do is say for each, or no, not for each, because it will hate me. Var I, or I guess I'd say int I equals 0, I is less than available rooms dot count. Is it an array? Why is it not count? It is. It just didn't autofill. I barely use my YouTube account. Why is my username in PFP like that? Crying. Your browser on your PC crashed because I opened DRG. Are you trying to play DRG while watching the stream? What is this blasphemy? You need to be looking at the green waivers. How could you be playing DRG and rock and stoning while looking at waivers? You can't do that. I don't know. I don't know if you can multitask like that. If available rooms dot or I dot is endpoint, then available rooms dot remove I minus. Sorry, that's just going through and removing all of the possible endpoint ones, so it should no longer be able to generate those. Source does have rock and stone. That's nice. That's really nice actually. Yeah, we do. We do need to add him to ball fondlers. That'd be great. But Bruce is also dead. So I don't know if we can fondle some balls later. Dookie, roll some goggles if you know what I mean. So I've got a fucking what? No, that works. All right. So that should just get rid of all the endpoint ones. So I just need to actually do. Well, he's going to like, he's got like tuberculosis or something. Maybe like bronchitis. He's like dying. He's like Walter White. He's got that lung cancer out here. I don't know. He's been coughing badly for like the past 3 weeks, and he's like, damn, I gotta go see a doctor about it. So he's going to see a doctor about it. I think he's dead, personally. Where the hell do I define these rooms? I think it's down here, where I have this stupid thing right here. Yeah. Okay. So this is all defining this. Something about the spawning of rooms is fucked with the distance when they instantiate them like this. Ooh, that's so fun to debug here. So something about here I think has to do with the distance scaler. I just need to multiply something over here. Because it's taking the offset. I'm gonna be honest, I can't even really remember what this does. So it's taking the previous room's position, right? It takes the position, or no, it's taking the room position, subtracting size, which is the collider. Oh, okay, that's the grid position. So it's subtracting it so that it's from 0, 0, which gives you a distance from 0, 0, and then it subtracts y. Y. So it subtracts the fucking what is SC? Okay, so that is just bringing it to 0, 0, and then multiplies the distance by the distance scalar, which makes sense because I'm in a XR without headphones, but I'm in the chat. Lol, amazing. Well, that is definitely amazing. And then we have the new vector 3, so we're just adding a new vector 3, which is the local scale divided by 2. So I think I need to multiply this by distance scalar, and that's what it was. Equals this new vector 3. So can I just take this? Shut up. I know it's breaking. No? This. Dude, why can't I do this? Oh, these are two separate inputs. Okay. So, this, I actually need to put in parentheses. This. Yeah. And then I multiply this by distance scalar times distance scalar. That I might need to... no, I wanted this shit brown. You wanted shit brown? You should have been here last stream then. I'm not gonna lie. Should have been here last stream. I'm not gonna lie, like that was one of the main things. You recently learned how to play 5D chess and you feel infinitely more powerful than everyone else. All I can think of is I don't know if 5D chess is the thing I'm thinking of as chess, but it has multi-dimensional time travel, like that game, you know, chess, but it has multi-dimensional time travel. Is that the name of the game? I can't remember if that's the name of the game, but it's definitely. I saw the AI prompt. Fuck you. 5D chess with multiversal time travel. Yeah, multiverse time travel. Yeah, this game. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've seen stuff about it, and it seems actually really sick. I wish I had the actual game, but I've studied the guides. You don't have the game, you've just studied the guides. That is an amazing way to know how to play chess. So I'm gonna go back over actually to the scenes room generation thing because I haven't changed anything other than these adding the scalar. So if that fixed it, I'm actually gonna have to write that down in Aux Tools because it actually is a really easy fix that I should have had. So you can see this is all generating properly, but if I go to this and I change the distance scalar to 2, yeah, of course, it's literally just that. Why do I even bother? So let's go to the to-do Aux Tools and list that down. To-do Aux Tools. That's not the right thing. That's just to do, but something else. I don't even know what this is talking about. To do Aux Tools. Yeah, I don't know what that other to do one was. So let's write this down somewhere because I've got to come back and do it at some point, which is to say, fix room generator. Multiply the to or on distance scaling to not be bad. I'm just gonna then include a screenshot of the code. And I'll know what I mean by that. There we go. Anyway, so that's a dumb fix to a dumb problem. I just had to multiply one thing by the distance scalar. Anyway, so we have the actual positions being gotten correctly. They're now actually being modified correctly. All that leaves us to do now is to actually start making some of these rooms and to start incorporating this into the thing we need to do. So, one of the things I'm not the biggest fan of is the way I do rooms right now, which is this. I don't like it. I want to fix it if I can, maybe make it some kind of external thing so you can do it whatever. I don't like that the rooms are currently hard-coded. It is something I want to change. I'm also going to do this. Remake room generator to have rooms as objects instead of hard-coded. Objects in inspector instead of hard-coded. I don't like that because these are hard-coded, it means you can't really use the same things effectively, and I don't like that, so yeah. Room ID, I think, is just the room ID, yeah. But how does it know what thing? Is it just getting the room ID and then what's equivalent in the array? That's kind of shit if it is. And that really needs to be reworked. That really needs to be remade. Goddamn. Alright. But whatever the case, it works for our purposes. It's just a bit clunky, is all. It's something that I think is rough around the edges, but definitely something that can be improved. What... Don't let guys treat you like free salsa. You are guac, baby girl. Thank you. Thank you. Who even are you? Some random person? I think I'm gonna have one mutual friend, which... No, yeah, knew it. It's Jekyll and Hyde. And honestly, that deserves this GIF. Truly. Truly. So that's actually how it works. So let's go back over to to the game, I mean. So we can go back over here. So I wanted to do is I have another dude who you can interact with. So currently we have Obstacle 2. Not anymore. We're going to have Starter Guy. This guy over here, he's going to be blue. I don't fucking know. And he's going to not be a crafter. He is going to be the start game. And we're going to edit the script as well. So start game. We're going to need to start grabbing some stuff. So where's this room generation? I'm going to stab the fucking reloading script assemblies, man. I just want to code. Is that too much to ask? Anyway, so we have this room thing. Don't need to worry about that. Don't need to worry about runs or cycles yet. Well, I actually don't at all. So the distance scaler should actually be set to 20 by default, which is pretty crazy. So let's make a default room. I'll just put it empty. I mean, I really should make an array, or not an array, a folder for this, but I can just make a create folder rooms. Create. Actually, I think I can just use room size ref probably, and delete that up there. So we have room size ref over here. If there's any like basic images I could use to really help sell it, I could use Octo. I love Octo. Octo's a G. So we have Octo in there. Wait, I just realized I think that's improperly fine. I'll keep it a square. I'm mad about it, but I'll do it. Yeah. Anyway, so we have this box here, which is being spawned in, and I actually think, well, obviously it's not going to work right this second because there's no prefabs, really? Did I just say prefab? There's no prefabs in there. So if I just duplicate this a couple times, though, you know, like, can I actually not just Control-C, Control-V? Okay, well, I can press this button, which does the same thing. Let's just bring a few of those into there. I don't think there actually needs to be that many. I think there's not that many indices, but whatever the case, should be able to press space. Well, it spawned them in. Where did it spawn them in, and where are they? Well, it looks like they're under room generation, and they're all disabled. That would make sense. This is disabled by default. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so let's undo that and retry. We should create a giant white area. Never mind, these things are here. They exist. Where do they exist? Who knows? Seriously, where are these things? That, you can see the game right there. Where is these? Where is you? Why can't I see them? Why are they at 191? Why are these things like 100 and something meters away? I mean, I get it because of the distance scaler, but Okay, so you're telling me if I make the distance scalar 1, they're gonna come back. They are, and here they are. So what? Got a PP. Oh, they've got to go. That's an L. Well, see them. I'll see them later, I guess. Maybe, but potentially. I gotta get rid of these things. I could just delete them. Are they just spawn? Oh, they're just popping in out of existence. I'm deleting these. I don't want them anymore. Delete. So I just want them so that I can actually see what's going on. So the room generator is spawning them here, and then the room generator, I set this distance scalar to 3. It, and that. So. Well, I know why it looks broken. That's because it's trying to generate things that shouldn't be there. But why is it moving up that way? Is it fucking with is one of these things not being multiplied, right? I'm pretty certain one of the scalars is not being multiplied. I bet this thing. No. No. Unless. Okay. So what if? No, wait, that's just. Well, this wouldn't change anything, right? If I got rid of that and I instead encapsulated all of these. Wait, what? No, I think I put an extra one. Is that? Yeah. So what if I encapsulated all of those? Oh, wait, sure, like this. You know, what if I did that? So there's a few unnecessary parentheses, but that's fine. That's because I got rid of them. But I'm basically just taking the entire thing and multiplying it. I think that's just the commutative property of multiplication. Is that what that is? No. Distributive property. Yes, that's what it is. I think it's going to be the exact same, to be honest, if I do this now. Right, I spawn them in, they should still be up there. Yeah. Don't worry, I know it looks fucked, it actually isn't. It's just because they are improperly scaled. Or because I set them all to be 1x1 rooms, but the game thinks they're actually not 1x1 rooms. It's a bit complex of a problem, but it's fine. It's fine. It's not an actual problem. Anyway, so why are they being moved up there? Their distance. What is this? What is center spawn? Just. What does that do? What does that do? What does that do? I didn't realize that it was adding center spawn. You just add a useless variable. No, I don't think I did. I'm pretty certain the center spawn lets you change the spawn center. But yeah, it is still, because I think it is just 0, 0, 0 right now. Like if I find where it's defined, I bet it's zeros. Yeah, and I don't think it's ever changed anywhere. Center spawn. Yeah, no, it's just meant so that you can change the actual location of it, so it doesn't spawn at 0, 0. I mean, I could do that. I could do that. Look. If I set center spawn, this is the ultimate solution to the problem, right? If this works, this will be really funny. So if I set center spawn, right? Room gen. If I just yeah. Okay. So spawn center, right? If I just say like minus 20 minus 20. I mean I don't think that'll work. But I don't know how close I need to make them. All right, what's like this one? This is probably the center one. 170, 210, right? Okay, 190, 190. 190, 190, right? That seems all right. So I bring this back to 0, 0. Bring this back to 0, 0. I said I I bring this back to 0, 0. Anyway, so what if I did like minus 210 or minus 200 actually? You know, I mean, it doesn't need to spawn exactly at 0, 0. I could just teleport the player up there, but it would be nice. And yeah, there you go. I think it's doing. I think I should do 190 because it is half of it, but you know, whatever. For whatever fucking reason, I don't know exactly. That says 190, not negative 190. For whatever reason, it's deciding that it wants to not be nice, and it multiplies their distance away, but when it shouldn't. But now they spawn at 0, 0. How nice is that? Look, that's not a hacky solution at all. Don't solve the problem. Just like find a hacky solution around the problem, and then there won't be any problem anymore. And that's how you solve all problems in this world. So I'm pretty certain if I just get rid of what is it? 1 and 0 and 1. No, Source, I'm saying this is not at all a hacky solution. I don't know what you're talking about. There is no hacky solutions to be found. Uh, Absolutely nothing is hacky about this whatsoever. I don't even know why it does that, to be honest. Like, I can tell you the mathematical way probably that you would find it. Um at least what I can think of is 10 times the distance scalar minus half the distance, or the distance scalar, which gives you that number, 190. But I don't know why it's that is the problem. And it's kind of scary. I think it's something that I would be very scared to learn about. And also I don't really want to know because it is actually terrifying. I'm gonna duplicate. Actually, I'm just gonna bring out a new Chrome tab. Cool. Close that. I have like a bunch of things open from before, like that. So I'm not gonna question why it decides to do that, but we exist. So we have this room size, right? We have this room, but if I put like a not a UI, sorry, a 2D object sprite square in here, and then I make this one like red, and then I make it like 0 0.8, 0 0.8. Now this lets you like better see the room borders, or you will in a second. Did that save my changes? I don't think it did. Oh, it did. All right, so now you can actually see the room borders. What the fuck is this? What are you? Is it because of the order? I bet it's because of the rendering order. I think it's just this. I bet it's that. So I'm just going to press space, have a look around. Oh, I just told the background to render on top of the... No, sorry. You go 0, you go 1. Sorry, so that just always renders on top of the white. I just set it so that the white renders on top of the red, which I don't want it to. Right, so there you go. And we shouldn't see any more of the thing breaking anymore. Correct. And the reason why it looks disconnected like this, the reason it looks why it looks this broken right here. Wait a minute. Why is it separated by 3, not 2? I think that's another thing in the room thing that's just like fucked, because I didn't really test it with the higher room scaling because I was like, who cares? So right now, it takes the x, which is 20, so it divides it by 2, right? So it takes so it takes 10, and then it multiplies it by the distance scalar? Well, but why is it doing that? Like it doesn't get fixed if I make another one with like an x of 2, right? Because then that goes to like right around there, right? So why does it not actually reach those? But it would if it was 1. Huh? Am I going insane? Maybe. I don't understand why there is a missing box here. It should be half of a missing box. And that is concerning because it means I don't understand something about this. Or maybe it's just because of the fact that I changed how this actually works. Or how the distance scaling works is because this is what fucking with it. I don't know. It's scary. It's terrifying. It's bamboozling, confuddling. It's every possible way you could describe it. I don't know why it do what it do. Wait a minute. What the heck is it doing? What the hold on. Go back to when these were individually multiplied, please. So this is back to how it used to be. So this is back to the broken version, but we just said, oh, I can take the new vector and I can multiply it. That? Oh, no, sorry. That times distance scale. Hey. Times distance scale. What I am confused about, personally, is what is going on there. Because it really shouldn't be doing that at all. And we're gonna go, yeah, it's still doing it, of course. Y would be nice. Would be. I can't just divide it by 3. No. Okay, so it's taking the absolute distance that it should be. And then it should be adding half of the... Yeah. Uh-huh. But why? Well... Wait, no, that's not even the problem, right? If I get rid of this, so it goes back to the old version, you can see how it separates it. It should, I think, be separated wrong, maybe? Uh-oh. No. Th you fucker. Oh, you asshole. It was that. What? Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Uh, no. That wouldn't be it, surely, right? This feels like a really dumb solution if this is actually the problem. Um, no, wait, that doesn't make any sense. I just realized what I just did. Well, it shouldn't work, what I just did. So let's go back to the room gen and put this back to 0, 0. So I actually cannot just do a hacky solution because it actually still was broken. So let's see. I don't think what I did will actually fix anything. I actually think it would break things. That's what I think, is that it would break shit. I'm actually surprised that it isn't. I'm kind of unsure at how it isn't. Because it really should be. Then again, I think it's only offset by 0.25, so it doesn't matter. So what's going on right here is it actually is offsetting them the correct distance. It's just that for whatever reason, when they are higher, specifically, by Chaos is bored, apparently. I don't know. Cool. What a problem indeed. I genuinely cannot think of why that would be a problem. So it is just adding their things. Well, you can see what it does here, and when we found the hacky solution, right? When we found that not at all hacky solution, you can see the problem here. So what's somewhere in here, it's really annoying to see now, but you can see that there is a one gap, right? What should have happened before is it should have placed this one in the middle, like right here. That's what I was trying to make it do, because then it would be correct, right? Ideally, this should be in the middle, because that means that when I scale this up to 2, oh, wait. So just hypothetically, you know, if I made a scaled one, which one is the X that scales? Which one is the X that scales? Which one is it? Which one is it? Which I think it's 0. Yeah, 0. So I put this one over here. What? Something about that don't seem right. But something about that size seems way too big. I think it was just way too close to my camera. Anyway. Why do I even bother, man? Oh, that was it. Fuck me. Alright. Alright. So that actually wasn't a problem. I spent all that time worrying about something that doesn't even... that hurts. Because you can see now they're properly connected, and if I made one, then it would properly connect those. Oh my god, dude, that sucks. Alright, so what was happening there is because the example box I was using is a scale of 20 and 20, right? It was doing that, right? It was using that number in this calculation here, right? It was using that. Instead of putting it directly in the center, it was putting it like off to the side because it was, oh man. Fuck. Oh, all right. Anyway, well, we actually do get the room generating working, which is cool. Because if I had another room variant here, which was the same thing except it was 20 and 40, set on room generator, right? So I put this on the 0th one, I think. 0. I mean, not 0, I mean uno. Dos. Tres. Right? So we have that. Really should go back into 2D in the scene view just because it's kind of annoying now. So I can go back to this, 2D, and I can just zoom out. Alright, so you can see that we're actually properly getting these room generations. Fuck, man. And then, okay, so did I disable the turning ones? No, I didn't. So those ones are still spawning. So this is a turning one. I think this is the, oh wait, shit, that's the room of origin, right? So it goes 2 out, and these are the enders. If I had another one to separate for ender, you could see those. So I can show you that right now. So if I go to this one will be for the enders, which will just be like green. And then I go out of the room gen, and then I go to the room gen, and I set it. I think it's the last one. Which index is the fucking room gen? Or these? 7. I knew it. That's how good I am. So it's just 7. And I'll get rid of 8 because it really should not be there. Anyway, so we have 7. We have index 7, which should be green, and I should see greens. Yeah, those are the those are the endpoints. I'm just sad. I'm just sad, honestly. That all that time I thought I was like fixing a problem, and in the end, it didn't even matter. Yeah, I just made that. I just made that joke. Yeah. Uh-huh. Is this... I might need to make these rooms bigger. I mean... I can't tell, honestly, if I need to make them bigger or not. For now, I think it's fine. This kind of size room. I mean, obviously there's gonna be, like, bigger rooms and smaller rooms. But you can imagine, like, traversing through these rooms, you know? And then you get to the end point, and then it's like, ooh, the next area, or it's just a dead end, or there's a chest, or something. Who fucking knows? So, yeah, that works. Ugh. I want to die. So let's go to the room gen. Where's room lol? Is RoomLol instanced? It does not appear to be. So I can't just reference it, but I can in a second if I do a public static RoomLol instance, and then I just say awake. Do I already have an awake? Instance equals, that's literally just that. That's making it so I can reference it up here. So I can go over to interactable, and then I can just say this RoomLol, where is the thing, generate room layout, so no more keybind on update, and I go back over to interactable, and then I just say RoomLol dot instance dot generate layout. Hey, buddy. I'll paste it for you. You know? There you go. Anyway, so now you can interact on this blue guy up here, and he should spawn in the rooms, hopefully. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know why this person is saying they're bored here. They're just, I'm bored. Skull emoji, crying emoji. Anyway, so I should be able to go to this guy, press F, and it generates the rooms. Yeah, baby. Let's go. I was just spamming F there. So we actually have the room generation hooked to a dude now that you interact with. Might do like a fade to black kind of thing. That's something I probably should do. Yeah. Anyway, that doesn't matter. That's like more of a polish thing for later. What I really so what the back over to room wall. So I think we should design like a basic room kind of thing. Just like to start getting this shit figured out. So let's grab a room. First of all, these room gens, I need to delete some instances here. All the corner rooms I'm just gonna comment out. So it should be really the long, the split, and the ender, right? So the long, split, ender. So that's all I need. These ones can go, and you'll see why. So I can just go over to the hard-coded rooms, which I still don't like, and then I can just... Oh yeah, no, these are the right ones, yeah. Comment this out, down to 7, except 7 gets renamed to 3, and there you go. So this is the same things, it just doesn't have the corner rooms anymore because I'm doing basic shit right now. Alright, so I want to create like a general size for doors. I just tried to press space instead of pressing this. So when you create this layout, you can see this is a pretty funky layout. You tend to get pretty basic layouts when you only have like 4 rooms to choose from. So they always tend to look like this or something very similar. But that's fine for now. I'm just creating something to look at. So we have this room. Currently this room is just a black sorry, it's just empty. I want to remove the sprite render completely from it actually. Okay, maybe not. I want to make it so I can see the outline, but so that there's nothing there. So I'm just going to set it to transparent so that I still have this. I still have the border. I still have the size guideline here. So let's grab a 2D object sprite square. You know. Let's just say y is 0.1, not 10.1, 0.1. And the x will be 4. Which means the y value must then be 9? No. 1? No. Really, 0.5 is up there. So 0.45? Yeah, I'm just thinking about how to do this mathematically so that I can have these exactly precise instead of kind of guessing. I mean... Which would mean that this one... 0.2? No. Negative 0.3? Yeah. Anyway, so we have these squares, right? And I'll just kind of copy and paste these around for a second. So you can see I put these here. That's probably too small of a window, right? So I'll do like maybe scale on the x is 0.3. I'll delete these. So you have 0.3, which means this one's 3.5. So how about this in terms of door size? like, I don't know how big of a doorway thing should be. This is just kind of an approximation. So we have a doorway, and then I can kind of duplicate these and move them both to the negative, and then I can duplicate all of these and move these here. No? Oh, sorry. These are not grouped under anything, so uh that's why. I mean, this is just swapping these values, isn't it? Fine, I'll go delete these ones and then copy and paste it from this one so that they all have the same value. So 9, and this one is the negative, and then this one is the negative up here, and this one is the negative down there. So we've just created this box, right? This one's going to be negative and negative. We've created this box which has doors on all sides. I want to then go through all of these, add a component. Don't freeze box collider 2D. This should give it each one its own box collider 2D, right? Yeah. And also each one of these should be tagged as sexy, I think, which means they are hit by the arrows. And also, I think I hit them as the player. We should check that to be sure, though. So you can see I just got moved out of the way because they were like, whoa, bitch, get out of the way. I'm going to go back to the scene and delete all the ball. Jesus Christ, that's a few room clones. That's because of the room density and how that's working. So let's get rid of all these. Doinkus. All right, so we've got these rooms here. We've got these, I mean, it's just like a basic room outline, but if I go to the scene, you can see they appear everywhere. What? I just realized the Ender. Oh, yeah, I'm smart. Okay, the Ender is also using this. Because this is still using the old layout from these, which is why I don't like these being hard-coded, because it kind of is annoying. Anyway, so you can see if I generate a room layout, which actually has these, I'll be able to collide with these. I have to delete these balls every time. I might just disable them in the scene, because they're kind of annoying now. I mean, I'll bring them back when I do enemy testing, but NRN, because I need to do stuff. So let's take a look. So you can see we spawn in this thing, and there's a room here, and whatever, because, I mean, it makes sense. So I have these rooms. They're just kind of white walls that don't lead you anywhere. But I need to check something, or more accurately, I'm going to make a duplicate of this. And I set the size to 40. So I'm going to copy these if I can. Copy. And then I'm going to delete them because I don't want them to be here for a second. I delete. And then I make this up to 40. And then I paste. Does that work? Correct. Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that this would actually do what I thought it would do. So I need to somehow scale these to be correct, which I think I can do. Why is this here? 3.5? No. 3. No. 4.5? Really? Okay. So they use this number on all of them. So that's the... Oh, wait, no, sorry. I need to make these wide. So previously we had a... So what's 2? Okay, so we had 1 divided by 2, which gives you 0.5. And we had a width of how many? 0.3. Minus 0.2. Got it. So it should be 6, or it should be 2 over 2 minus 1. So it's just 0.8. 0.8. Right? So where do these meet the... Oh, wait, shit. Not in here. Over here. So this ones should all be 0.8, actually. 0.8. And we have to figure out where they belong. Is it not 0.8? Oh, it's just back to... What? I'm very confused. So is it still this? That doesn't seem right, though. It needs to go to about there. Okay, look, hold on, let me show you. So 4 is too much. I think it's 3.5, I think. Yeah, right. But like, this creates a giant gap. It creates this big gap. We need to reduce that. This is just like kind of math, and I really appreciate it. So if I try 0.4 and then I try that, we're getting there. I think that's it. That's it. Lot of trial and error because I can't be bothered to actually figure this out. So delete that one. Also delete this one and this one because they are going to be replaced with this one. Right? It's this and it's this and double negative. Right? Same dealio. Then we just need to move these ones out as well to the X, which I think we decided was like, or no, this one is, I don't even know. 0.5? Really? Or 5? No. 475. Weird. Weird number. Weird number indeed. So we have this number on all of them, which is just as simple as pasting these around. Pasting this around, which I think that one was also negative, and then this one goes up to here, and we have the same value. Yay. Wrong box. You, my good sir, need to go over here. Anyway, so this creates a new type of box, and this should be the same size now. And I should just be able to slap that in the room generator over here, you know? Lot of random stuff I'm doing here, but, you know, it gets the job done. So then I can press F. Don't spawn inside a wall, please. And you can see we've got these, and they start lining up. I just realized that work was all for nothing, wasn't it? These things don't have doors on there. Yeah, no, one of these days I'll learn. One of these days I'll learn to not do extra work. Because I just realized I don't even need to do these ones, which I spent so long doing, because they don't actually have a door there. I was like, oh, I'll be smart. I'll make it so that they have the fucking... I'm an idiot, man. Anyway, so we have this. Then we have another one, of course. We have another one. I'm going to move this guy down, actually, to be back to 0, 0. Or close to. Just so that, whoa. Bring these back up, please. So I'm just going to bring them to 0, 0 so that I know where the actual obstacles spawn in, and I'm just going to move them to, like, right there or something. Anyway, these two slanted obstacles can now go out. I don't need them anymore. Can I disable them? W. Alright. So we have this guy. He generates the things. We got all this stuff. So where? What am I doing? This one. So I wanted to make the other one, which is just a size 20, 40, you know? But it's going to scale those. So I'm going to copy all of these. Right? And then I'm going to go into this one. Delete, paste. Create empty for a second. Look, watch this magic. Watch this magic. So I put this at 0, 0, and I say Z, 90. I feel like I've been made a fool. What the f... Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. 20. Uh-huh. ID. Bring this all back out. So I'm gonna go copy, delete, 4E, paste. There we go. So now I can put that one on the other one. So now aside from the endpoint, what? Do these have the same name? I'm not gonna question it. Not gonna question it. Anyway, so aside from the slight confusion with naming, yeah, so like I mean, aside from the endpoints, you can see that these rooms are actually being generated. I of course just literally spawned inside of a wall. Um, so I just need to move this guy. Ah, stop. This guy. I'm just gonna move him like over there. Anyway, so he's gonna go over here, and then I interact with him, and we start. Now we're inside of a level, right? So these walls are shit I actually interact with. Don't mind the player's wonky collision. I know they have a box collider right now, but you can see that this thing's actually like going, and you actually can't escape except through the enders. So I can keep going through these, and I should not be able to find an exit that doesn't lead to an ender. You know, like I can escape if I reach one of these boys because they don't have any colliders, but I should not be able to leave this area purely through inside here, which we can probably check if I grab like a crossbow or something. Also, yeah, this is a good time to check if the crossbow bolts are getting killed, which I think they are. I wanted to close this. You can see, yeah, the crossbow bolts are getting deleted properly. So, if I just go to the fucking player, where is it? Player. Spread attacks per second. I just wanted to change this to like 1,000 or something. Right, so this no. No way of getting out, no. What about if I change my weapon to like a sword, you know, and then change the attacks per second to like a lot? And you know what this does? This, you know, you maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. You go really fast, but you're not even able to escape with this. Even with this immense speed, there's only. I mean, I think I've got to change the player material so they don't do this. So let's do that real quick because it's been a minute since I've done, but let's see if I remember how to do it. So let's go to the images, create physics material somewhere, 2D physics material somewhere in here. Materials, not it. Um, playables, no, no, not netcode. So it's not up there. Scene template. No, I just want a fucking physics material, 2D. Am I being blind? You did 2 solo Dookie missions on your solo profile. Physics material. We isn't there a 2D version of this though? I don't remember. I just wanted to have the static friction versus dynamic friction. So when it's moving, um, 0, 0, so there's no friction. Bounciness, don't care. Friction combine, minimum, minimum. So this is just never bounce, never slide, hopefully. And that should bring the player physics on. Yeah, I know there's a physics material 2D, but where is it? It's not here. Where do you make it? Am I going crazy? Where is it? Why? Where the fuck? I'm actually getting annoyed at this because I am I blind? Is that what this is? Am I not allowed to make a 2D physics material? Where do you make this shit? It's not a material. It's because that's different. It's not a physics material because that is a not 2D one. Where do you make 2D physics ones? How to make oh shit, this is the wrong thing because that's gonna get rid of wavy green for a second. I'll do it on this one. How to create a 2D physics material in Unity. Thank you, capital or caps lock. No. Physics material in Unity. Go to assets, create 2D. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. We, but in all capitals this time. Friction 0. Player. You get we in all capitals. You get we in all capitals. Save. So this should mean that they just slide. It wants me to collect Morkite in the jungle area. L. Right, so I can do here, and I... What? That was strange. Anyway, I should no longer really be... Interesting. Interesting. So let's try going with the like the attack speed, right? And it should not nearly as heavily slow me down. Yeah, that's much more what it should be, I think. This feels, I mean, better to do because you're not like even when I'm running up against these things, I'm not like being friction-y against them. I don't know. And then I escape through the green area. So long as I don't go through one of these green areas, I can just stay in here, and I should be trapped so long as I don't hit one of those. Hey, if I put a collider on those, then I would actually be trapped in here. Um, so yeah, that's actually pretty sick to see this working. No, I can keep hitting this ball around, dude. That's a few attacks. As if I can do a bit of I can attack this a few times, you know? Every 50th of a second. Mm-hmm. Nothing to see there, no. What if I change the damage too? How long do you think it would take to do damage to this? So if I did 100 damage, you know? Well, this thing has an actually insane amount of health, so there's no way I'd be able to kill it. Dude, I keep swishing this out into random places instead of it going where I want it to. Like, just stay there, right? Like, this would take literally forever. Like, I'm doing insane amounts of damage to this thing, right? And you know, I'm gonna check this thing's health, and it's not even gonna have any damage taken. This is its health. This again, this again, this again. Just trap it in a corner and then attack it. Right, so you can see its health updating in the bottom, like on the right side, right? The health and the enemy OXS script. You can see it right over there. So it's taking a minute for it to go down, you know. So what if I bump up the damage by, you know, so 10 million damage per attack, 10M, right? And you know what this esports ball is gonna be at? It's gonna be like, yeah, I can shrug that off. Yeah, like seriously, what the hell? This thing has so much health. You'd never be able to kill this thing. So let's try bumping up my damage by a couple more zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing a couple trillion damage, I think. 1 trillion damage per attack. And this ball is just gonna be like, yeah, it's like Tuesday. That's just like any other Tuesday, you know? It only had like 100 trillion health, so it's dead. What's me? So that's neat. Anyway, so only by making my damage to a trillion was I able to kill it in a reasonable amount of time. So that's cool. Normally your damage would, of course, not be that high. So now we actually can see the game generating starting to work, but we actually probably need to do a few more things before I can call it like, all right. Number one, number uno, number most importanto. These things are not looking the hottest, I would say. These walls, they look kind of shit. Um, I might work on creating something for that off stream because it's kind of boring work, to be honest. It's not that interesting to look at. I'm gonna be real, guys. Watching some dude like creating sprites is probably pretty boring. Um, like I don't think anyone was like saw this was like, damn, you know, I wish I could have seen him make this. The like 3 hours I put into this texture, you know. Wish I could have seen those 3 hours behind that. I don't know. I don't think it's that interesting. I think the problem solving and the coding is more interesting. So that's basically what, like an hour it took essentially to get the generating working with the room stuff. So let me get rid of these 2 temporary rooms over here because we don't need them anymore. Yes, delete those. So we've actually got a pretty good thing going now with this room generator. Aside from the hiccups we've had, it's pretty nice to see it actually working for once. That's very cool, and I'm pretty happy with it. Now, I said originally in my goals, I was thinking of doing the shuriken today. I don't think I'm going to do that simply because I don't want to. I think that's the best reason to not want to do it. I just don't want to. Room generator is a W. Currently it only is generating these 3 rooms, so the way it generates it looks incredibly basic, you know. But when I can start adding some new types of rooms and make them look less shit, it'll be better. I've also got to figure out some kind of method. So when you generate these rooms, what's happening right now is all of the extra space, right? All this blank space you can still see. I don't want you to be able to see that. I don't think you should be able to see the wall beyond the wall. So I've got to figure out some kind of way of hiding that in some way, or maybe I make it. Ah, I've just had an idea. Hold on. Hold on. So I need to test something. Is this texture based on the ground, or is it based on like is it based on physical location, or is it not? Because what I was thinking of depends on that. It's not. Perfect, perfect. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, okay. That actually is so helpful. No, no, source. That's exactly what I was thinking of doing. Like, exactly what I was thinking of doing. But the thing is, I need to make sure the room texture doesn't, like, break when I do that, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure I can move this around and it doesn't change the actual texture. I hope. Right, like, you can see it kind of shifting around, but it ain't actually breaking. So let's try going to the room. So let's try making this background color like dark or um copy component. Sorry, I'm just copying this so that I can keep it for later, and then I'm gonna make this just black. Or not black, I'll make it like red or something. Like dark red. So it'll be very clear whether it's working or not. So let's go to this one and let's just create it here. So let's create a 2D object, sprite, square, doesn't matter, just needs to cover everything. Make this render at negative 99999, you know, render at negative 999, right? So that it's always in the background of all those things. And then remove component, paste component, or add component. Fine. Paste component as new. Okay. So this gives you the background property, right? Then I go to this one. Same exact thing, same exact setup. Not a UI, sorry, a 2D object, sprite, square. Minus 1, 2, 3. Oh wait. Yeah, I just realized. Yeah, that's on me. This one is minus 999. This one, I don't need to put that minus 999 first because I can just do this. Paste component values. Whoops. Don't look at that. So I can do this one. Paste component values. No. Okay, buddy. Remove component. Oh shit. I was giving it to this one, not this one. L is me. Anyway, paste component values this time. There you go. Once more. Create a 2D object, sprite, square. Right. Same exact thing. Paste component values. So now the background should be contained in the generation of them, unless it's broken still. Because there was that problem we were having before with it breaking. So let's take a look. So are they having the horizontal bug though? Well, the background being jittery wrong is fine. I'm fine with the background being on a fucky jitter, like, when compared to everything else. Because I can always fix the background. Oh, I was like, okay, so that's just other things that have generated up there. But if I make the background, let's say, I don't know. So I remove the background, remove component, add component, sprite, renderer. You know, I think that's fair. I give it the sprite color. I give it the, So I just gave it an all white background, right? And you see, the reason I did that is because then if I start generating this, oh, sorry, this is not rendering correctly. This one, order and layer needs to be minus 9999, like minus the absolute maximum. Am I inside a room? Or am I outside one? I think I'm outside it. Yeah, I'm outside. But you can see now, the background is actually matching up with all this. So let me go over to the game, and then I go to the scenes. Yo. Oh, let's go to the player. I need to drag him in. Just doing that so I can move the player up here. So now, although I can still leave through the green area because I haven't added actual colliders onto that yet, you can see that I'm actually trapped in here, and the background is actually working, which is nice. Actually looks correct, actually looks good, you know? And on top of that, we're gaming. And you can go through those. Now, these, of course, look fucked right now because the green things are not made right. But you can see where this is going, right? And I mean, this is still the very basic generation of only using 1x1 floor splitters or these hallways that are long. So they look very bad right now, the room generation, but it still is generating. I could put a screenshot sneak peek of that in progress and announcements, you know? Did I do at stream notice soon in progress and announcements instead of video announcements? That's an L. Whoops. Anyway, who cares? So we have this now, which is good. Making this a background should be easy so long as I can do the same general idea, you know? So have a look at this. Have a look at this. So if I have the background image, I'm gonna set the position to be over here actually. Anyway, so if I have this background image and then I put this one. So let's start doing that. Let's see if I can do that. So let's see what I can do with this. So if I use this background instead, what can I give it if I use this? What if I just tried applying the direct background, right? So it'll be this very light colored, and compared to everything else at least, right? Why is it offset still? Why is this offset from everything else? That's what I want to know. I thought I fixed this. I swear I fixed that. Well, I did by just saying to move it over there. Anyway, so if this, I mean, I think it's going to be slightly out of sync. No, it's good. Right, so the areas in there are dark, the areas outside are light. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, I'm outside right now. But I'm going to make a duplicate of background, which will just be, let's say, renamed wall. And I'll put that on the background as well. And you'll see why in a second. So if I go to rooms, right, and I go to this one, and I select all of, I mean, besides the background image, which is this one, so select all of these, and I go to images, and I give them wall, right? Maybe you can see where I'm going with this. Currently, I think they actually match up. Yeah, they match up directly with these, so that's gonna look kind of funky when we get into game. Because they're just going to be like a brighter color of it, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. So let's go back over to the rooms and do this with the other couple of rooms that we have. So we go to the scene rooms. This one, that's the background image. So all of these ones, and then I go images, wall, and then we do this once more with the rooms. This one. That's the background, so all of these ones, images, and give these the wall as well, right? So because of how I made this texture, which is to say that it is tiling regardless of the actual room styles, right? You can see that these walls are actually very Gucci right now. Like I'm inside of a very deeply roomed area. I want to get to the outside where you can see where it goes. Ah, there you go. You can't even see actually you can. What? Why? Wait, can you or am I hallucinating? No, I was hallucinating. I don't think you can actually see a line dividing them. Or if you can, I don't know. Can you? I hope not, because that would be bad. You know? If there's an actual visible line that divides these, because I don't see any, which makes me think that there isn't. But if there is one, and it's just hard to see. And of course, there's still the green ones which look fucked because I haven't fixed those yet. But now if I go to the scene, no, if I go to the general scene view, right, things are starting to come together. Now, of course, the walls look like ass because this is just the same background image being used with the exact same method. Clearly, I'd want to put something on, like something else there, to represent the walls, but that I can always change, you know? The wall textures can always be modified in some way. Um, I think this is pretty good looking, to be honest. Now that we actually have the background and the walls going. I don't actually really have a background image to use on the walls. Can I grab, like, a Mario image? Um, Mario wall texture. I said Mario... Okay, so what if I do, like... Look, I just wanted the texture so I could tile it. Do you guys like... What is this? What is this? I know this is temporarily getting rid of it. What is this? No. Bruce just asked me if I like what this is. Um, what? I don't know what this is. This is correct. It's kind of mid. Adon tries something new. Is it even real? Be me, a cultured radio psychiatrist with a penchant for finer things in life. Hear about a rare and exquisite delicacy, Relectam Brobret, a wine-tasting soirée. Intrigued, I immediately began a quest to procure this culinary rarity. My brother, equally enamored with gourmet experiences, joins the hunt. We scour the city's elite food emporiums and specialty stores, no stone left unturned. Finally, a lead, a reclusive chef known for his exotic culinary creations. Um, After much persuasion and sizable donation to his culinary foundation, he agrees to prepare Relec Tam Brabet as a for a private tasting. The day arrives, anticipation at a fever pitch. Seated in the chef's opulent dining room, surrounded by an air of gastronomic mystique. That is, the dish is presented with great ceremony, an intricate assembly of rare ingredients, flavors, and textures. I'm just gonna send this to Bruce. Uh, I don't know what I'm looking at. Why is this in light mode? Uh-huh. Hmm. Is this something that I should have the audio on for? I I'm just so confused. What? The audio did not help. I know you guys couldn't hear that, but the audio did not help at all. Um, what is this? Actually, can I find that on Urban Dictionary? I bet someone has to have made this on Urban Dictionary, right? No, really? Damn. I'm surprised by that one. What's like I want to awk somebody. Awk knock. A Mike Ockburns. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's pretty funny. Sus. Sus Amogus. Yours by cock 497 or 479. Hmm. You feel me? This is crazy. Internet is wild. Well, that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun, and this looks really bad if you zoom out because it starts getting very pixelated like this. So you just don't zoom out ever. Don't do it. To be fair, this texture is temporary for right now because I don't have a wall texture, but when I do, it'll look better. It just looks like I'm darkening the area you walk on, which to be fair, I am literally doing exactly that. Um, so let's go to the I just want to quickly fix the player hitbox because it's a square right now. So let's go to the where did I put it even? No, it's in in entity. So let's go to the player. Um, remove box collider. Circle collider 2D. Same exact business, same business, right? Same exact shit. Same shit, different day. I just need to put the same the Wii on there. There we go. So I've just fixed the player's collider. It's been bugging me for a long time that it was a square instead of a circle to match the player's circleness, you know? So now it actually will like look like it's colliding correctly at all times. What? 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 Okay. Maybe I'm going insane. I thought it was bugging while I was leaning up against that wall. I don't know. Maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't. Who's to say, honestly? At this point, what even matters? I mean, like, what am I doing anymore? I'm just going through, killing shit. You know, I mean, these don't even spawn enemies. They don't do anything. They just kind of exist. I gotta make these rooms spawn in enemies. You know, like and then when you get nearby, the enemies start trying to kill you, shit like that. So I could say same shit, different day, but no, this is cursed though. It's cursed that when you're in here, the walls have collision, but then you can just go to here and then suddenly they don't anymore. Well, because we know that there isn't actually, this is not a collider at all. This is just a background image. And the actual colliders are right here. Um, but it's actually kind of wild that this is a thing though. Anyway, so the thing is working now, which is sick. I can just get back in here real quick. I'm quite happy that this is working. This is honestly something I expected that would take quite a bit longer at time because I wasn't sure how long it would take to get the room generation set up. Thankfully, I didn't really have to do too much fucking with it, and the fucking I did do with it was actually useless because it was I was just being bad the entire time. So up next. Well, we have a couple things on the agenda of things I might want to do, which is to say make the player actually have health or create some kind of display for it. I'm actually not sure how I want to display the player health. I was thinking like a bar or something, but I don't want to get that obscured with your weapon, if you know what I mean. I'm a bit inspired by Heroes of Hammerwatch, if you've played that game, because it's a good game. Heroes of Hammerwatch. So it's a good game it's kind of mired down by a bit of grindiness, but it's a game that I think is quite inspiring of this. Not to be confused with Hammerwatch 2, different game, very, very different game. Hammerwatch 2 is not that good, but they did have Balls of Gwydir, and that makes it good. Anyway, that's the only good part. What the fuck? This is spoilers from later on in the game. I have never gotten this far. Heroes of Hammerwatch is actually a really good game. It's pretty fun for a good bit of it. I want to see if I can find like an example of a player though. Okay. So I was kind of thinking of. Anyway, they have like these health bars and mana bars above the players, right? Which lets you easily see them at all times. The thing is though, is that those bars, in my game at least, I feel like would either be obscuring or get obscured by the weapon, right? Like, look how far out, if I equip like a spear, let me convert this to a spear real quick. So look how far out this red spear goes from my player. Like, even when I'm not shooting, it goes, like, very far. And then even when I'm attacking, it goes even further out, right? So there's no, like, area around the player that I could put a health bar that either doesn't go above and gets that goes above the spear and obscures it, or goes below the spear and the spear obscures it. There's no area I can put a health bar near the player, which I want to do, though. So I don't know of a good way of doing it. I could try making it do a little more like diegetic design, you know? Uh, which is, I guess, to say having the health bar more normal or not UI. I don't know how to describe a diegetic design. Hold on. If you've ever seen the way Celeste does their dashing and how they indicate whether you can or can't using the hair color, that would be diegetic design. It's not telling you you can dash through a UI or something like this menu here. It's telling it to you via the actual properties about the character. And I kind of want to do something similar with the health bar, maybe, but I don't know how exactly to do it. I can't. It's in universe UI. But it's not UI though. I mean, I guess you could say it's universe, but it doesn't exist as another screen element. Yeah. I just want to think of a way to display the health of the player without be doing that, because I in my previous games I've made like health bars or something. Like in Umbra there's this giant thing, you can't even see my mouse really because of this background, but there was like a health bar on the side of the screen over here, right, for your health and the enemy's health. And in Delusion I think there was a health bar over here, and same in Rupture. I can't remember where the health bar is. I think it's in the bottom left and then in Rupture. And I could just do it again, have it just another health bar, but I don't know. I think having a more diegetic way of seeing your health is more fun, more interesting, and also less intrusive. I also want to free up the space on, like, just in general, I want to have extra space so that you can see what's going on. I want to try and minimize the amount of things that you constantly have on your hotbar, or not in your hotbar, like on your screen. Like ideally I want these menus like this to only appear like while you're in the main menu, like when you're in the main hub, you're not actually in the game. Like while you're in the game, it's this, you know? So you're like engaged in it, you're actually like seeing it, you're not seeing anything else. You're seeing the game and you're seeing the game, just that. Um, so I want to try my best to reduce any UI that appears. The problem is that it's really hard to do that in a natural sense. Diegetics is something that I think is really interesting. It's something I've thought about, and it's just really interesting to me in how they work. There we go. I'm in the thing. So diegetics is a really fascinating subject to me, at least, because it means I can fuck some bitches. Nah, it means the game actually exists. It means I don't know. How do I put into words why diegetics is so interesting to me? I don't know. It just is. It's a topic I find very interesting for game development specifically because it really changes how players interact with the game. Um, World building maybe, but that's not it. I don't like world building at all actually. It is one of my least favorite things in games. So it's not that. I think it has to do with the player experience with the game, not world building. Um, I'd have to say, um, just I think it streamlines the player's interaction with the game. It gets you more immersed in it, right? You know, like if you have a bunch of UI telling you like oh, this is your health, this is the enemy's health, this is the direction you need to go, right? Or maybe like this is your inventory up, like you can see up here like in Risk of Rain 2, this is your money. I don't know. I think it kind of takes you out of the game, at least in so far as you're not immersed in it like you are that character. Immersion, I think, is the main thing for diegetic design. Now games don't need to have it. It's just a philosophy or a way of making games, but it's something that I find really interesting nonetheless. It doesn't necessarily make a game better to have diegetics. I just think it makes it more immersive, right? Like, because you're actually like paying attention to the world around you and getting clues from that rather than say seeing stuff on the UI of the game, which is not entirely part of the game itself. I think things that are UI that are still kind of diegetic is if you've seen the way Risk of Rain 2 displays the cost of chests, They are like literally just floating text above chests, but I would actually call that kind of diegetic, not I mean, I guess if you wanted to make it more diegetic, you could have it so it's like the actual like a screen on the chest that displays the cost or something. But I actually think it's not that bad for immersion because it's like a holographic display above the chest, and I think that's kind of neat. So I wanna make the game as like immersive. I don't know if that's the right way to put it. I want to make the game as cool as I can. That's the end all be all goal. Make a cool game, and I think that should always be the end all goal. To be honest, it's just to make something cool. But to make something that's immersive that shows your health is really something I'm not the best at figuring out, because in a game where a lot of things rely on statistics, it's hard to keep statistics out. Because for your health, you want to know what your current health is at, right? Because if you have things that heal you, or you have things that give you bonuses based on like your amount of health, you need to be able to know what your health is in a pretty precise manner. But I also don't want it to just be another health bar, because that seems kind of boring. Now I could always just do a health bar, you know, but I at least want to make it something a bit more unique than just like a bar that I've done in the past, which is just like over here or something. Um, Now I could also do that. I could do it. I don't necessarily have something against it. I just want to know if there's a way to do it better or differently, because it's something I've already done 3 times before in all the big projects I've made. Is I've had a generic health bar, and I'm like, well, why not switch it up a little bit? And this has just been something I've kind of been. It's a bit. I haven't thought about it too much, but it has been on my mind a wee bit. Just thinking about ways I can try and make the game a bit more unique, a bit more interesting to play. Stuff to give it a bit of extra flair. Um, Something I want to put it like on the player, but I haven't designed a player yet, so that kind of makes it hard for me to make diegetic design for showing your health when the player doesn't actually exist yet. Um, I could make like a ring around the player, you know, like that shows your health. Like instead of having a health bar, it's like a ring that's kind of like around here, maybe kind of close to the player, right? And then the more of the ring is filled up, the more health you have. That could be interesting. That could be actually something that I could do, because it means that we could actually work on that right now. But that basically means that the player's health is not, how do I put this? It's right there always in your view, but it's not like over here, so you need to move your eyes away. That is another thing that's kind of pushing me towards more diegetic design for at least the health bar, which is to say that it's something you need to always keep your eye on, right? Your health. But if I put it over here, then if you think about it, like if your eyes are up here with your player, you're fighting some enemies over here, right? Then if you want to look at your health, you've got to swing your eyes all the way over here to look at your health, and then swing them all the way back to get over to the combat. Now, that isn't something that's necessarily I guess game breaking, right? But it's something that actually like takes you out of the combat so that you can check your health. It's not like, I don't think it's too big, right? But it's a minor thing that you can just, it feels bad, if that makes sense. Like you want to focus on the combat, you don't want to focus on your health. And if you have to actually take your eyes like really far away from the combat just to see your health and then bring them all the way back, it just momentarily breaks that flow of immersion in the game where you're like, oh shit, what's my health? Okay. Now, obviously, you do it faster than that because, like, people's eyes can go like, boing, boing, okay, whatever. But it's just something that I think about sometimes when thinking about game design. So, I might do the ring idea around the player, but I don't know how that would work exactly. So let's go to the player. So, okay, let's not go to the player here. I mean, let's go to the player, entity, where is it? Entity, player. So, gonna grab a 2D object, sprite, circle. Put this at 0, 0, and maybe 1.1. Right, so we've got this ring, which, I mean, it's a ring. It looks like that. But, like, I don't want to just do a green. I mean, I could do green, but it's transparent like this, you know? So how does that appear even in game? And just having a green outline around the player. I mean, it doesn't look good because it's not pixelated like everything else should be. So you can see if I start a thing, of course I'm not in it. Of course. So why would I be inside the thing? No, no, no. That would be too easy. That would be too easy. Um, gimme. Move. Up there. Fucker. Up there. Anyway. Oh, wait, it is getting pixelated. What? Oh shit, it's getting auto-pixelated right now. Does it not have the tag? Okay, so the circle actually right now is being auto-pixelated for me, which is pretty cool. Except that the player isn't pixelated, so it looks kind of shit. But that's actually, I actually didn't expect that. I was thinking it wouldn't be because it's on the player, but I think it because I just created it. So that's actually kind of neat that it's doing that. I might be able to take advantage of that actually. So if I need like shit, I don't have an image for the player. This is what not having a picture for the player hurts me with again, because I don't have an actual idea of what the player is gonna look like. I can't see how the health bar would look. Right? I don't have a good method to check it, and that hurts. But I wanted to see, how does this color, does it like break immersion that you have that green thing? If anything, it actually kind of helps you identify where your player is, you know? Like, it breaks them up from the background. I mean, to be fair, the player is really dark colors on a dark background, so, you know, whatever. But it does actually quite, like, gives you, like, a good idea of where your player is, even if it's kind of meh. So let's work with this for a second. So this is, I need to radial fill this. Can I not do that? I might not be able to on this. That might only be UI that I'm allowed to, in which case, that's kind of sucks. Yikes, that might be the case. I cannot radial fill this, but I can work around it. I can work around it, right? So check this out. Check this. So let's create a 2D or a UI image. But this canvas should actually be world space. And then I go to 0, 0, 1, 1. Image. Where are you? 0, 0, 1, 1. Right, so we've got this image right here. I'll actually set the width to 1.1 and set the height to 1.1. Now this layer will actually not be UI. It will be default, which surprises nobody. Anyway, so we go to the images, basics, Kirkle, right? And we make it green. And we do all this stuff. I mean, this is pretty standard stuff. This is literally what we just had before. So back to here, right? Nothing's really changed at all, actually. Or it shouldn't have. Right? It's because it's still being auto-pixelated and all that shit and all that jazz. Is it being interrupted by the sword at all? Kinda. The sword kind of edges it. Does the bow edge it? No, the bow's fine. Does the crossbow edge it? No, the crossbow's fine. Just wanted to make sure nothing's edging it. I'm gonna go to spear, and then I'm gonna... That's weird looking. Interesting. Anyway, whatever the case, that's just a little thing. So we have this player here, and this health bar around them kind of exists, but it doesn't exactly radial fill yet. So let's do that. What am I talking about with the radial filling? Well, now that I've made this on here, is it on here or is it the other one? Yes, here. Filled. Radial 360, right? This. Let me do this. Or I could do something else. Like I could have it not radial, but I could have it vertical, you know? So it fills in like this kind of thing. I don't think I want that though. I don't think this looks particularly good. Having the health like this. I think the radial is better though. So let's try, I mean, radial 90? I don't know what these, ugh. What's radial 180? Oh, okay, I see what that's doing. And also, no. I'm looking at 360. I like this the most, to be honest. This is just a me thing. I kind of like this the most. I think it's the most best for displaying your health, right? And it depletes whatever. Pretty simple shit. So then we grab not the material. Maybe the material. I could add a custom material to this to make it a bit more interesting visually, but it doesn't matter. Fill origin bottom, versus right. So this is the direction that it originates from. I think bottom is fine. Clockwise or counterclockwise doesn't matter. Preserve aspect ratio doesn't matter. I don't know what that button does. I'm not gonna matter with it. So this is currently doing this. Right now, all I should need to do, no, not edit this image script. Let's see if I remember how to do this. So we grab the public image. We can grab a public image of not image conversion. I'm talking about image, and then I'm going to import Unity UI. Anyway, so we grab the public image, and this will be the health shit equals 0. Doesn't matter. No, not equals 0. Sorry, just health shit. And then I say stop. Okay. So fixed update. All this stuff, but then I just say image, no, health shit dot fill amount equals entit dot health over entit dot max health. Okay, Buster. Okay, buddy. You want to have a fight? Mm-hmm. Can't convert from double to float my ass. Mm-hmm. So, fair point. Image reference outside an object. Forgot to assign the object, you know? Wouldn't that help? No, I don't know what you mean. Whatever would actually telling it the object be? Alright, so that should now mean the health is full, right? I pressed E, not F. Okay. So now the health is full, but let's change the player health, right? So I go to the player and I go to the health and I say your health is actually at 50. Enter. No? What? Oh. What? Let me go over this player real quick. Player. So let me go to the player, and then I go to the canvas, and then I go to this image. 50 over 100 is 0.5. Right? We're in agreement that 50 over 100 is 0.5. What? Debug.log real plus this. Okay, buddy, I get the problem. I got the issue. Anyway, I'm gonna cry if this is somehow not 0.5. Because it means that math batting, which means bad, right? How could it not be 0.5? Real 0. I set the player... That would explain it. I set the player's health, not in the game, but in the prefab. Ain't that so fun? Which means that they weren't actually... they were actually on 100 health the entire time. No, that would be it. Alright, so I bet if I go to the entity and this player here is at 50. Yep. How fun-tastic. How fun testicular torsion is. So, let's re-up this, but bring this back over. Now we got the player, and let's change the real player health value to like, yeah, now you can see. Wait, why is it bound to the right side? I swear I set it to the bottom. Bottom. No. Okay, we're good. Player. Image. But. Oh. That's fun. Hey guys, have a look at this. Alright, so check this out. I just realized that this thing is anchored to the player. So take a look at this. Well, I gotta move the player up here first. That'd be nice. So I've just moved him up here, right? So let's fuck with their health. So let's make their health 50. Now you might be wondering, why is it not? Because the health is following the player. Okay, yeah, that one's on me. I just completely forgot to make the position absolute. Or the rotation absolute. So it's kind of just fucking with the player right now. And that looks like ass. And this can just be fixed by saying health shit dot transform dot position or rotation equals quaternion dot identity. There you go. I feel like this should have been obvious before. Look, man, I'm saying I forgot that I parented the canvas to the player, which means that when the player rotates, so does the canvas. I'm used to canvases like the UI that you see on the screen like this. I'm used to this not rotating with the player. So my bad, because that's also a canvas. I'm used to the like the when I attack something with a sword, you know, which this is also using a canvas. I'm used to these text things not rotating with the player. So my bad for not remembering that the canvas rotates with the player when it's parented to it. So I grabbed the health 50. And you can see that now the health is actually independently rotating from the player. Now, I need to put this on, yeah. I just need to put this on late update. That's just all I need to do. Late update. There you go. That's it. That's it. Anywho, so now that that's fixed, we should test that out. RQ. Just thank you for not putting me inside the map. I should really make it teleport you to one random one when you start, so so it determines which one it is. So I can just move the player up, and then I set the player's health to 50. You know, and there you go. It's not rotating with the player anymore, and it just works. It just works. Now, there is a slight thing, which is that the health is actually extending technically all the way to the center of this image. So this is a semicircle. This is not just like the weird arc that you see around the player here, which let me zoom in. So it's not just the actual arc that's right here that you see around the player that's kind of pixelated like that. It's actually a full semicircle that's extending all the way through the player. So if the player was transparent, right, I can go to the player and I can change their image. Right? I can go, oh, sorry, it's this. Right, so I can go to here and I can make them transparent, you know? You can actually see it. We are the semicircle. Honestly, this is the best player in the game. I mean, why even make a player icon? Why not just be semicircle that doesn't rotate? Just have the weapons rotate around the semicircle. This is honestly what it should have been the entire time. Like, why even bother having anything else? This is just it. My job is done. My job here is done. I don't think I can improve this. You know? Like, it doesn't get better than this. Right, I could charge up the bow and then I shoot, boink. Nothing to even shoot. Nothing to even shoot in here. They don't spawn any enemies. There's nothing to do. Right, so like... Boink. Or I can use this. Boink, doink, doink, doink. We doink some enemies with this, if there were any, but there aren't any because there are none. I still think this is the best player. Right? If you're on 0 health, you're just invisible. Well, you'd be dead. But, I mean, like, what if I'm on, like, 1 health? What does that look like? I need to see. It should be 1% of my max health, right? So it should be... Mm-hmm. You can see the green line whenever I move, you know, like, right there. But, yeah, this is the best player. I don't think there's even a need to continue from here. where does the game, can it even be improved? You know, like this is the best improvement I think I've ever made to the game. I'm just gonna screenshot this and send it without context for anyone. New player just dropped. Just I just sent a message in my Discord server saying new player just dropped and sent this. Um, so yeah, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sickaroni, pretty balling. My voice is not dying at all. No, zooming in is fucked. Oh boy, that looks weird. That looks so weird. Seeing this thing like that, so it's pixelated on two levels now. Well, hyper pixelated on two levels because the image itself is a pixelated thing, and then I'm hyper zooming in on it so that it's even more being hyper pixelated like this. That's wild. Actually, really strange looking. I want to go back to this, please. Thank you. Anyway, now that that strangeness has been dealt with, I think I should go back to giving myself player privileges. I think I should be back to having a player again. We've had our fun. We've had the fun. We've had all the fun. So we've now got this absolute rotating circle around the player, which is the help. I'm not exactly sold on this. But it's definitely something that is very. I mean, it's pretty quick to do, pretty easy to implement. So if I want to remove it and change it for something else, it takes like 2 seconds to get rid of this because it's just something that took 2 seconds to add anyway. Um, I need to make an actual player icon. I think, or like a player sprite, so you aren't just this. I think that might be my goal for off stream is to make something for the player here because it really is not great that it's using that image. I could put anything I want there, to be honest. I could use Baller, I could put the Among Us. I could put the Amogus. I could be the Sussy Amogus. But nah. Just haven't. Wait a minute. Should I make the weapons rotate so that they always face downwards? It doesn't matter. There's no point in doing it. I mean, I guess there kind of is. Anyway, what I was just thinking about is it's most noticeable on the crossbow and the bow. So let me bring those out and show you what I mean. Okay, so you know how the crossbow, actually I'll show it on the bow. Where the hell is the player? And then I just shoink them. Okay, just shoink them up here, right? So you see how the red is on the bottom here, right? So you say the red's on the bottom, but then I rotate over here, now the red's on the top, right? I could make it so that the red is always on the top, like the red is on top here and the red is on top over here. It just like flips around when you go over here, but I don't know if I really want to do that. The only reason I was thinking of that is because it makes sense with the crossbow, Because like this, it makes sense because it's like the trigger and the things on the bottom, but then it's on the top over here. I don't know. Doesn't really matter, does it? I was just thinking about it because it's kind of weird. It's just a thought that popped into my head. I wish I could equip the Amogus, but I cannot. If only you could equip the Amogus and as your weapon. The Emogi weapon. That would be the best. I'm gonna check in my changes as the comsects, I think that's a good way of checking in the changes. I think that really sums up everything we've been doing today. I'm kind of checked out mentally a bit, from all that, but I might be able to do a bit more. I need to pull up those goals for a bit, just so I can reflect on what I've actually done and if there's anything I really want to continue. So we actually have made a health display. We didn't really do, I mean, these two or these two. It actually probably wouldn't be that hard to make the fucking thing able to switch between the different types of crafts. But yeah, the enemy AI is gonna be interesting to do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it exactly. They're gonna have to like stop at you and then attack you. That's gonna be a nightmare probably. Coding AI is always so fun. I've always enjoyed it, you know, it's been my lifeline. I've always loved it. You know, I always, whenever I'm coding, I'm like, yeah, yay, the number one thing I want to do is code some AI right now. Why would I want to do anything else? I just want to code how the AI works. It's so fun. Anyway, I'm pretty much done for today, cause yeah, good amount done. I mean, we've basically completely changed how the main game looks now because we've added the room generation, and then also added. I mean, there's also the player looking different as the health bar, which is kind of more minor, but you know whatever. We also had the kind of interesting talk about diegetic design. This is not really diegetic design, but it's approaching it. This is not diegetic design, I would call it. I would say diegetic design is like having like the player's eyes or something. They grow dimmer when you have less health or some shit. I don't know. But I haven't designed the actual player, so until I actually design the player and I see how they would look and I could actually understand how they do that, um, I can't really design too much diegetics there. Anyway, main hurdle for today was making this actually work, and you can see yet again the very original, not at all terrible looking room generation going on right now. You know, just like a thing, it physically could not have generated another one going like once it generated this room, it could not have generated another one of these boxes along any of this path, right? It was forced to do these. It was forced to. It couldn't do anything else. The reason being is because if it made one, like let's say right here, then it would create one going down here, and then it would create an ender right here, like one of the green boxes, and then that would break. So it literally has to generate like this, and that's cool. And also bad because it means it's bad, and there's no, well, it doesn't have the ability to create any interesting room generation in here, right? There is no possible way for it to get rooms here. Nothing it can do can ever get a room there aside from doing something like this. So it just looks very generic right now. But that will of course be fixed, you know, by just adding more rooms to give it more possibilities and things to choose from. Anyway, I am going to save and close this because yeah, my voice is dead right now basically. I have to keep drinking water every so often. Like right then so that I don't die. I, for one, am pretty much done, so yeah, I'm gonna see you guys later. Be in the past, present, or future.